Good morning and welcome to Ma'am Talks. I'm Kathy.
I'm Jan.
And I'm Anna. And today we're going to have a conversation about jobs we wish we had done or taken, and jobs we will never ever do. But before we do, please don't forget to click those subscribe buttons. Oh, there's only one. And then and then the bell, the notification bell, so you know when we get our new. What is she doing? Anyway,
I'm demonstrating how to push the button.
well, thank God.
In case they don't know.
Okay, it's below. Just click the button. Anyway,
See, now you're doing it.
so so here we go. And this whole thing started because I went to take my two little grandsons to swimming lesson. And this poor young girl, who is adorable, had 6 little ones under the age of 5 that she had to contend with and teach. And she would tell them all to sit on the step, and then she'd blink, and 2 of them would be gone, and one of them would be jumping, and then she'd corral them all again. And I turned to Ben and I said, "Oh my God, I couldn't do that job."
Mm-hmm.
And I started thinking about it, and there were jobs that I always said I couldn't do. One of them being physical therapy, because you tell your patient, lift your leg, and then you have to wait until they lift their leg.
Oh.
And I know I spent many an hour with my mother's doing physical therapy because she had a stroke. And I just remember falling asleep standing up. It was just so long. On the other hand, there are jobs that I always wanted to do and never did. I always wanted to try being a waitress. Have you guys been?
I love
No.
waitressing.
I thought that'd be
Oh,
so
yeah.
much
No.
fun.
It is
organized
fun.
and fast.
I was fast. I was
efficient.
organized. Oh yeah, I was
So
social.
fun, yeah.
Got to talk to a lot
I
of
could
people.
never
I
do
would've
that.
loved
I
it.
was-
So
I could
fun.
never do that. I would lose my cool.
No.
So I mean, the first
Oh
time.
no, I would have loved it.
Oh
It was
no!
fun.
The first time someone said to me, "Hey, you got," it's like, "Oh, excuse me, I dropped my drink."
I can't believe she said that.
I couldn't do it.
I couldn't
People
do.
are not nice.
Yeah, they are.
Well, I
They
mean,
are. Where are you going?
In service, I don't think I could do
Sometimes.
anything in a service type industry.
Jen, that
I
was your
wouldn't want to.
job in school.
I know,
Service.
which is why, which is why I'm retired. Hello.
I couldn't do anything medical because I am so queasy. Because I'm an HSP, I'm very sensitive.
Highly sensitive person.
No, I really, the medical stuff, like this morning I went on to Instagram, and this dog site I'm on had a picture of something that you don't want to look at in some surgery with dogs. Like, I don't want to see that.
I never do a vet.
But no,
I don't touch
anything.
animals.
My husband's a dentist, and he goes in mouths. Who wants to go in someone's mouth? Gross. Like,
I could say something right now.
Yes,
but
you could, so
I'm
you
not
won't.
going to.
but yeah, anything medical where you have to see blood or icky things, and no,
I was
could
a
never do it.
phlebotomist. I loved it.
However, things I would have loved, I would have loved to have done the acting stuff I'm doing now, which I just started. It's
knew she
really
was gonna say
fun, and I wasn't looking to be the next big actress. It's just fun, little stuff here and there. I'm loving it, and I wish I had done that earlier, but it wasn't meant to be. I'm doing it now.
You know what? And this is a shout out to all the teachers out there, because that's something I could never do. I could not be a teacher, especially in middle school.
That's
I
true.
just would not
Yeah, I
have the
agree.
patience, and big shout out to all of them. They are
So
amazing.
I always said I was never going to be a teacher, and I wasn't a teacher until 40. And I have to say, it was wonderful. Kids are creative, they're fun, they're young, they're excited. Great conversations with them, discussions. I loved it. Taught high
I
school.
couldn't have been stuck in a classroom like that stuck feeling
Yeah.
where you can't, like, counseling, you can get up
Oh,
and go.
your classroom is your castle. The only thing is, you couldn't go to the bathroom.
There you go. Got me out.
That was a problem.
Never made it.
I mean, you literally had to watch what you drank and what you did, so that
Your timing.
Yeah.
Okay,
Timing is everything.
here's one you would not ever want to do. A school bus driver.
Oh, no.
Those kids are brutal.
Oh, wait.
They are not nice.
Yeah.
They mess with you. They are so
Yeah.
bad on the buses. That's one definitely.
Yeah.
But yeah. Wait, what else? What else would you
Well, I know what I would have liked to have done.
What?
Something involving photography and like a photojournalist. I love to write. I love to take photographs. And I could have somehow,
Well, didn't you do that? Didn't you write travel brochures?
I did. I wrote travel brochures. I loved it. Loved it.
I could see it.
It
I could
was
see it. She's
so
very good
fun.
at that. Yeah,
So
yeah.
fun. Loved it.
I think
Got to
I would have
travel.
liked to be a farmer. I would have loved it.
Farmer.
Drive a tractor.
She never ceases to surprise.
And I love growing things, but I love growing vegetables. I like to see the fruit of your labor in food.
Or the vegetable of your labor.
Okay. I mean, I think I would have loved farming, and I like space. I like space around me. That would have been fun.
I know what you wanted to do.
What?
She wants space.
You wanted to be a bartender.
I did. For years, I wanted to be a bartender, and I always said, as soon as I retire, I'm going to become a bartender.
Did you
The-
really?
Yes. Oh
So
my
funny.
God. And then I looked into it. I looked into going to school, and it was all this memorization of all these drinks, and I thought, I'm done with school. I have a doctorate. I don't ever want to go to school again. And so I didn't do it because of that. I didn't want to memorize drinks. I'm done. Been there, done that. No more.
I'm trying to think. There was something else I was thinking that would have been fun to do. I think there's a lot of things. I wish I could go back and say, oh, I wish I'd tried that. Different things just to try them out and see what they're like.
Can you-
You know what? You still can.
Can you imagine? I mean, I literally, when I started college, I was going to be a nurse. I mean,
Nurse
that's
Ratchet.
I mean, I was so. I knew rather quickly that.
That wouldn't work.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Anything medical, I couldn't.
I'm
handle it.
fascinated by medical. I really am. Like if there's a procedure or something, I want to watch. I want to see it all, and I want to ask questions. And
one job I did have, I was like an executive secretary for a big company, and I did all the event planning.
Oh, that's fun.
And I loved it because I love the planning, the organizing. I don't have to go to the event, but I got to plan it. So that was really fun. I would have to be there maybe day one to make sure things were right, but I didn't have to it's like I love getting an invitation to something. I don't necessarily want to go. I just want the invitation. You like that. You like that. Just give me the invitation so I can say I was invited. You don't making faces.
I'm just
but that's what
thinking.
she does.
I
It's
know.
all right.
She's facial.
Okay, here's another job I would have loved to have. I would have loved to be in dentistry. I really would have. And I did make it to the school, and then I got into dental school, and then I had my second child. And by that time, my oldest child was with my parents all day long while I was at school. And I just thought, I can't. I'm not going to leave these kids. I mean, I'm the mother. I want to be there with them.
Which dental school did you get into?
USC.
You and Steve could have had an office together. You guys get along so well.
All
That
the
would be
surprises.
funny.
You
I
never
know,
cease
I
to
know.
surprise me.
But oh well, I'm not sorry. I had the best years of my life with my kids at home. I loved it. It was 10 years, well worth it. And then
Oh,
I
yeah.
went back to work.
There you go.
That's fine. Yeah.
I started school counseling. I was 45. That's so crazy when I say that. I'm like, 45? I started a job? That's weird.
I think people shouldn't, and this is my own personal opinion, I think people shouldn't be teachers until they've experienced life, until they've traveled and had other jobs. And that's just, I've always said that because you go into the profession with a maturity that a young person doesn't have. That's just my
That's
own
true.
personal opinion.
That's true.
Yeah, so, but anyway,
All right.
thank you so much for joining us. Don't forget to click those share and like buttons.
Remember to subscribe to Ma'am Talks on YouTube.
And our website, www.mamtalks.com. And remember to keep embracing getting older with us. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.